Yes, you are, Nate. You are the number one viewer. Shout out to Vaughn's Green Pea. Well, today's Friday, the end of the week. Hey, Vaughn, how many people you put in jail yet? Still on zero? Wow. I'm going to tell you, my lawyers, they sure be working a lot faster than your lawyers do. Hell, my gods even work faster than your gods. You must have everything in slow motion, Vaughn Hilton. You must have watched last night's video, huh? So how you been, Nate? How'd work go? It's doing okay, Nate. It's doing okay. Yeah, I was watching it earlier too, Nate. And now that the wife's up making the coffee, then I can go ahead and go live. I don't like to go live while she's asleep because she yells at me, I'm sleeping. Can you lower the voice? So, respect of my wife, I try not to go live until after she's awake. I'm not Vaughn Hilton. I don't like and tell my woman go sleep out in the car while I go live. She told me to get the hell out for me to go sleep in the car, and that ain't happening. So I just rather not just go online. I'll wait. No, Nate. I want my breakfast, lunch, and dinners, Nate. If I want my food cooked, I got two choices: leave my wife alone and let her do what she's doing, or I say that to her and she'll be making me do all the cooking. I ain't no dummy, buddy. My name's not Vaughn Hilton. She'll have me sleeping in the car is what would happen. Besides that, we're doing pretty good up here, Nate. It's quiet. We like it. Have no problems with the neighbors yet, so we're all good. No problem with the landlord. Our grass is cut. Everything's taken care of. Some of the neighbors say they don't even hear us over here. That's because we don't make loud noises. We don't party. We don't scream at each other. You got that right, Nate. I ain't wore a pair of pants since Aunt Alice's funeral. And hell, I'll tell you the truth, I might be lying to you. I don't even think I wore pants to the funeral. I think I wore my shorts. I'm a shorts man. I don't mind showing off my big, fat, hairy legs. You would ask who wears the pants in the relationship. She does, Nate. She does. No, honestly, Nate, it's a we talk about it, should I say, about anything that happens in our family, in our house. We sit and talk about it and decide on what we think is best. Oh, you ain't seen it yet, Nate? Gonna need a washing in a couple of days. Now I've been dry hitting it. Mountain Mama said it was a water bong. It's you're supposed to put water in it. Yeah, yeah. See, you even use water pipe. Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do, Nate. Next time I use it. But I ain't too much on pipes and bowls and bongs, and I rather just roll it and smoke it. Most of my bowls and bongs sit up on shelves and they collect dust for 10, 15 years. And then the day I get ready to die or I do die, my wife will be sending it all to my kids. One special kid, because he's the only dope head I have in the family. Well, yeah, my wife's got one too. She's got a dope head kid too. So we have two dope head kids in the family. So we'll split it up between them. Yeah, they say it's smoother with water. It's supposed to not make you cough and gag and all that good stuff. It catches all the ash for you. Yep. Yeah, I know what you meant, Nate. Yep, went and got all my tests done yesterday. I find out the results next week. Yeah. Yeah, she said just enough to have the metal pipe in the water. I've had water bongs before. I know how to use them. Been a lot bigger. Them are like one hit bongs to me. I fill that up and hit it in one whole time and be gone. Yeah, so I can't wait until these test results come back, see what it is. See if it's a pinched nerve in the back or did I really literally have a stroke and it's stroking to the legs. I hope not. I did real good yesterday walking though. I mean, the boys helped me in, but I did do it myself. I used them as a guideline to make sure I didn't fall. So I got in the house and made it all the way back to my room. So that's a good thing. I looked at my schedule this week, and all this week is going to be swamped. Every day this week, I have somebody coming out here to work with me. How you doing, baby? Still hurting? Where's it hurt? I'm thinking you're sleeping on it wrong. You gotta be, because I mean, some days you wake up hurting, some days you don't. Want to take a painkiller for it?
No, then I won't be able to help you.
Help me what? Don't cry. It ain't worth crying. It ain't hurting that bad, is it? If it's hurting that bad, I'm calling an ambulance for you. At least go in and have it x-rayed and check it. I mean, I know I do need help sometimes, but we do have two fully grown young men sitting in there waiting for us to need them for anything and everything. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
You can't baby them all their lives. They got to grow up and become men, Mom.
I know that, Dad.
Your baby has now turned 18 years of age here, so.
I know he's graduating
And he
next month.
graduates from high school next week. I go back to the doctors 2 days, or we go back to the doctors 2 days after, or 4 days after our son's birthday there. Can't believe it's just me and you. Oh, no, well, we do got 5 visitors here, so no, we just lost one. One of them was scratching up on my bed this morning,
Orangey, there's a
and I
there's a
yelled something. I said, "What are you doing?" Or "Don't do that to my bed," and she took off running.
what? I know, I hear you.
Yeah, I just got a thumbs up. Whoa, whoa, I'm in the money. Getting that morning coffee, Nate. You quit talking to
What
me.
is the problem? What's the matter, TV? Wait, Mom, a TV.
Did you turn the coffee pot on? I don't even smell it cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure because I don't smell it cooking. Yo, you're eating chocolate. Awful early to have chocolate, but yeah, I know. It's probably noontime where you're at. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my coffee to get done. Get my morning coffee, my morning water. Does my wife make pancakes? Sometimes when I can get her to. It's 9 p.m. here. Yeah, see, and it's only 7:30 in the morning here. You can hear my morning birds singing and the morning dogs waking up. My neighbor said she'd be up today sometime. She's got to do some work up here, so she might stop in and say hi to us, make sure we don't need anything. That I have no idea, Nate. As a Christian man, I cannot say, but he will answer to a higher powered person, and it ain't his gods. I wonder if Von Hilton's gods are going to go to the God and tell him. Good morning, Stay Frosty.
Not done yet.
Okay. I sure don't like this stuff in the morning.
Pepsi?
Yeah. It just, I don't know. Maybe my body just ain't used to it. I mean, I ain't had it in 15 years. I've been drinking Dr. Peppers for over
That's why.
15 years.
That's why you don't like it that much.
Mm. Sorry, y'all. I'm belching the pop this morning. Still waiting on my coffee to get done. Mr. Pepsi. I used to drink it a long time ago, but I switched a long time ago. She had Pepsi on sale this week, so she bought Pepsi instead of Dr. Pepper. It saved her about $8 on 3 cases, so she bought the Pepsi. They like it, so as long as the kids drink it and the wife drinks it, that's good. I'll drink one, two here and there, but I won't drink much of it. I think I got addicted to Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I know I'm not planning on doing too long of a show today, maybe an hour or two. I do have to get up and exercise my legs today, and I'm headed for the shower today. Might even shave this head again today.
Well, wait a minute. Which head are you talking about?
This head. I sure ain't shaving my other head. Unless he needs a haircut.
I think he does.
Well, then you better take care of it.
You won't let me.
Whatever. Mountain Dew is addicting. Yeah, my cousin's on Mountain Dew. He loves that stuff. Usually when I know they're coming down for a visit, I'll grab a 12-pack of Mountain Dew for them. Coffee must be almost done. I just watched her grab the sugar, so. I think all pop is addicting. It ain't just Mountain Dew. I think it's all pops. All of it tastes better than water. No, Frosty, I really didn't like that Moon Mist from Faygo. I always liked their red. Was it red soda or something they called it? The grape wasn't too bad. The orange I really wasn't so hot on. Think about doing a lunch commercial today for Von Hilton. He likes to show them double fishes from McDonald's, which to me are nasty. I've had a fish sandwich from McDD's. I don't like them. I told myself I get a chance to go up to the restaurant that I buy my fish sandwiches from, that I'll go up there and buy a fish sandwich and bring it back and show you guys what a real fish sandwich looks like. Real catfish. Me and the Burger King manager had it out yesterday. She says that she's a busy woman and, it's hard to keep her cooks on throwing them burgers right. And I'm telling her she can't tell me nothing about a restaurant. I was in a restaurant before she was fucking born. I got more experience in a restaurant than she's been alive. Tell me that your managers can't keep an eye on your employees. My employee does not make a burger right. He can just pack his bags and go back home. I'll find somebody else.
The girls on
That'd be just there ain't a girl on yet. That'd be like me working Bob Evans breakfast cook and I can't cook eggs. They wouldn't keep me long at all. None of the restaurants would. If you're a breakfast cook and you can't cook eggs, then they don't need you, because eggs is the number one seller for breakfast. I don't care if you're getting fried potatoes, and some people are getting eggs with it. I don't care if you're getting bacon and sausage. People are getting eggs. I don't care if you're getting pancakes. People are getting eggs. Eggs is the number one seller for all restaurants in the breakfast industry. He wasn't no. He can't even fucking cook out. He barely cooks out of the microwave. How can he be a short order cook? He must have been fired the first hour. Yes, my coffee has made it.
gonna jump out the window.
Let her go. Where's she at? That side?
Yeah, the window is wide open though.
Maybe she likes to jump. Maybe it surprises the butterflies or whatever. There you go. I opened it all the way up where she can jump up here and get out of here.
Hi, honey. What? What do you want? I know.
Yeah, exactly. Vaughn is the king of all kings. Just ask him. He'll tell you.
She don't like me for a minute. I slapped her.
What?
She's clawing at the bed.
Oh,
She does that to the post outside.
well, the post outside's good. It don't matter. I mean, that post ain't going to get hurt. Her taking her nails and shoving them in my bed and bringing them down is going to rip the bed open.
They do that to mine too.
You see them, spray them. Well, for a man who's been living for 300 years, he should know how to do everything. But here's the problem. He might be a jack of all trades, but he's a master of none. The only thing he's a master of is destroying his own life. Think about it. Couldn't keep a wife, can't keep a kids. His mother passes on, he can't take care of his own bills. He can't take care of everything he owns now. Yeah. He's definitely a jack of all trades. Definitely no master of any of them. Sounds like Mr. Handyman's going to go live tonight. So I'm probably going to watch him tonight. He's got Woody on his show. At least he's trying to get Woody and he's trying to get Secular. Hope it works out good for him. I'm definitely going to be watching. I'll let you know if the girls start getting on, baby. They got another about 20 minutes. I don't know, 4 Acres. I ain't been around there. I ain't heard anything, so. Her furniture was kind of old. She ain't got much that she would sell. The bedroom outfits might sell pretty quick because I think they were only used like 2 or 3 times in the whole 10, 15 years they've been sitting there. But living room outfit, yeah, it needs to be headed towards the trash. She wanted to buy a new one time on the couch that started falling apart that Vaughn Hilton's kids destroyed. We were gonna throw it away, and she wanted to buy a new one. And I told her, honey, just wait. Let the grandkids destroy it a little bit more. Just throw a little cushion over it or something because you're up in age. You don't need to be going buying $1,000 couch for you, and you don't even sit in it. If you're gonna buy anything, get rid of that recliner you got and buy yourself a brand new recliner where you sit back and comfortable. Oh, I like this recliner, Larry. I've had it for a while. I was like, I know, honey. You know, some people get them recliners. Takes them years to break them in the way they want them. So, and that's what it did. She loved her recliner. The dining room set and the cabinetry is definitely nice. Now she does have a second living room that was the guest room. Like if people came over, we usually sat in there. Holidays, we were in there, and all that furniture. That's all good. And he might have started selling it. I don't know. I ain't heard no rumors yet because I'm literally keeping my ears wide open because I am wanting to buy something at a cheap price, and he owns it. So I will not say what it is. I do have 5 people watching. So when it goes up for sale, that I'm gonna end up getting it. Like I said, I don't care if they sweep his floors for an hour or if they gave him $20 for it. I've already gave everybody a price on what I will pay for it, and it's definitely over the 20, way over the 20. So whoever gets it and brings it to me, I'm paying it. Oh yeah, he'd be better off auctioning it off. Maybe. I don't know, 4 acres, not down here. Not in the area he lives, he would not be better off auctioning because everything would be going for 1 penny. If anybody shows up for the auction. I mean, it ain't just 1 mile around him. We're talking 70 miles all the way around him. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes him because of the way he treated his mother. And I didn't care where he's at. He always disrespected his mother. Well, Mountain Mama and them said they were going to go over there this week. So I'm going to let them do what they got to do. And, if she walks out with the piece that I want, that's great. She don't, that's great too. She knows what I will pay for it. Yeah, exactly. I think I sit here and smoke cigarettes more when I'm online than I do any other time of the day. I don't know if it's because I'm bored, just reading and doing nothing. I could even lay on here and play my games and not smoke as much. I think that's because my fingers are moving all these little buttons and doing this and that. And yeah, I've been trying 4 acres. I've been slowing down a lot. And I smoked 3 packs a day. Yeah, I ain't never been that far, but I've been up to almost pack and a half a day. Right now I'm down to about half pack. Yeah, that's almost like putting one out and lighting another one as soon as you get the one out. That's good, 4 acres. I'm proud of you. Takes a lot of willpower to quit doing stuff. I quit drinking alcohol over 5 years ago, and I miss it every day. I loved having a few drinks. I loved being a little tipsy. And of course, I didn't drink beer. I drank Jack Daniels. But doctor said no more. If I want to keep living, no more Jack. So me and Jack did our divorce, and I've been divorced from Jack Daniels for 5 years now. I told the boys I want to be walking on my own by the 4th of July. And my son Larry told me, "Let Dad, the way you're moving now, you'll be walking next week by yourself." And I was like, "That'd be great, son." We were all proud yesterday because I literally walked myself in. They had to help me up the stairway, but once I got on flat pieces of property, I was able to walk them. Baby, after you make your coffee, can you give me a cold glass of water before Miss Kitty gets on here yelling at me? Now that I mentioned her name, she'll be here any minute. That's usually how it goes. It seems like I mention someone's name and they just pop in. Did that yesterday. I was talking about Handyman, and Handyman popped right on in. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna shave the beard though. I might trim it up around the sides here. It's kind of getting a little long. Trim up the mustache maybe. Keep it from getting in my mouth. It'll grow back before Christmas. Somebody told me last night, "Larry, you got to play Santa Claus." I used to. I used to go rent the outfit and I'd wear the outfit, and I did it for a lot of the family members. And a lot of the kids that I was doing it for, they didn't even know who I was. I mean, they didn't know that I am their cousin. I mean, I got cousins out there I've never even met yet. Because our family's a pretty big family, so I mean, it's growing every year. There's at least 5 new ones every year. I think one of my aunts told me the other day that she is now a great grandmother of number 14. And I told her, boy, she's getting up there. She goes, yeah, I know. My grandmother had 10 children. She had 24, well, let me think here, 25 grandchildren. Great grandchildren, she was at 47 the last time I looked, or 48. So yeah, we come from a big family. You know, it's like them Davisons. They're a very big family too. He is one part of my ancestries. John Madison Davison. He had 18 children. I went nuts with 2 at a time. I can imagine having 18 children. Well, I'm losing viewers like really quick. I was sitting at 20 and I just dropped to 11 and now I'm back to 13. So, did Von Hilton finally leave? You find out I was boring? Yeah, honey, that was the number for the hospital last night.
I know.
I didn't have to have it. I knew exactly what it was. And all I got to do is think of my brother. That's the year he was born. Mm-hmm. It's starting to climb. Maybe people froze up or something. I don't know. We're going back up. But when I went from 20 to 11, I was wondering what happened. I don't know. There could be somebody over there posting on YouTube right now that they're live. I don't know. I mean, if there's another live chat going on right now, please, you guys are all welcome to go to it if you want. Whoever's more interesting to you is the one you want to watch. Hey, Von Hilton, how's your morning coffee? Mine tastes good. Mine might take more than 5 minutes to make because all you got to do is nuke the water and put some instant coffee and add whatever you want in it. Me, I got to let mine brew. So I guarantee you my coffee's a lot better. Yours might be faster, but mine is better. Maxwell House, good to the last drop. Can't believe I just let my cigarette go out. I think everybody quit talking to me, or everybody's just listening and don't have nothing to say this morning. Happy Friday to everybody. A lot of us get paydays today. Today's payday. Unless you get paid every 2 weeks, you might be getting it next Friday. They're supposed to be bringing me a new walker on Monday. She says the walker that I have is antique and that she's going to get me a brand new walker that I don't have to bend over a little bit to use it, that I can stand straight up, because as big as I am, I need something that's going to put me straight up instead of launched over it. So I'm expecting Monday to get a brand new walker, which I think will help me where when the kids ain't around or the kids are busy and they can't help dad, that I'll be able to use it to get up and down and to make sure I'm not going to fall. I know I am definitely headed to the shower today, and like I said, I might even cut my hair today. I don't know yet. Um, in the last 10 years, people, I've been liking my butches. I just butch my hair every year. That way I don't have to brush it and comb it for 3, 4 hours. I don't like to be high maintenance. I like to be quick and easy. Go like this and I'm done. Hair's ready. Oh, it takes me a good hour to trim, brush out the beard. Yeah, I think we're gonna have Burger King for lunch. I don't know yet. That matters if the sandwich made it overnight. No idea if they did or not. The big rat might have got it. Because he likes Whoppers too. And he loves them with mayonnaise and tomato, just like his dad. But I told him if he wanted it and he was hungry, he is welcome to it. I'd rather let myself starve than to let my kids starve. Am I froze up? Anyone seeing me out there? Anyone hearing me? No one's posted anything in 10 minutes except 4 acres wrote down. Almost have 2 years in and don't even miss them. And that's him quitting smoking cigarettes, and I'm proud of that. But no one else has said anything since then. And that was 10 minutes ago. You guys getting bored with the Big Larry show? We're going to have to start some new stuff. I noticed some of the other YouTubers are starting all new stuff too. So, Handyman's supposed to have something new tonight for us. So, I'm going to be there and watch Mr. Handyman. A throw out to all you YouTubers that do shows. One of us or all of us should get together and get a one ready for Mr. Lobster. And the day that he passed on, we should play that. Secular, you hear me? Handyman, you hear me? Mr. Gray Alien, you hear me? One of you guys should make a special for Lobster. Because we only got a few months more and we're going to be celebrating his first year being gone. I miss the old geezer. I really do. I loved all his shows. You know, I keep seeing my viewers going up and down, but I don't got no one talking to me. Is everybody listening, getting their coffees, or am I even putting out? I might be froze up, as far as I know. I'm sitting here talking to myself. Okay, thanks, Nate. At least somebody told me I'm not frozen. With this Windstream account that I have going on here, I do a lot of freezing at night, it seems like. Yeah, that's what I figured, Nate. You were doing stuff, and a lot of people do that. A lot of people just get on and listen, and listening and rolling. There you go, Brian. That's what you do. Yeah, I got to go see that man myself today. Because Big Larry's only got a couple little crawly creatures laying around here, and then I'm going to be out. So I got to get some more today. My morning water. Yeah, my opinion though, life, people, if you wanna live life to the fullest, and that's what you gotta do. Live every day till you cannot live no more. Enjoy each day, make sure your bills are paid, you got to eat, you can get laid if you want to get laid. Do whatever makes you guys happy. I know a lot of us don't like to work, but we have to work. We gotta pay bills. I'm expecting my Canadian flag next week. So I will have a real Canadian flag. Yeah, I've never owned a Canadian flag, so that's going to be good because I like collecting flags. And that goes for any of you on the other side of the pond, too. You guys want a flag? You guys got a flag that you want to get rid of or whatever? Send it over to Big Larry. Big Larry likes flags. I probably own about 10 flags right now. And I'd love to have a flagpole for each and every one of them outside. You figure each flagpole is going to cost me at least $100 with the cables and everything, the ropes. Do I put poles up there that once the flags are up there, they are staying up there forever, or do I make it where I can take them down every single day, like the elementary schools and the fire departments and all them guys do? And that way, when I have to bring it down to half staff, then we can bring them down. Nate, are you on Facebook? Yeah, I was gonna say because I got Messenger through the Facebook account, and that's how I've been giving everybody my address. I'm turning you guys around a minute. I'm trying to get my computer plugged in. There you go. Says I was getting low. Yeah, I sure like to get you that address, Nate. Okay. Well, I don't want Von Hilton to be able to see it. That's my only problem. I don't care who has it as long as Von Hilton don't get it. Because fuck you, you all can come and visit as far as I care. We got enough room to put a camper or two back there. We got enough to put a couple tents up. And no, Von Hilton, I'm not hiding from you. And no, I'm not hiding from the law or the judges or nobody. I don't need to hide. Yep. I would definitely give it to Handyman to send to you. Yeah, because Handyman's also on my Facebook account. So that'd be real easy to give it to Handyman. Tell you the truth, Nate, my company might get or my country might get a little mad if I fly your. Ha ha ha, Dan. My country might get a little upset that I fly your flag, Nate, but I don't care. The way I feel about my country nowadays, buddy, they all can kiss my ass. Our countries went fucking nuts. People burning down the stores, breaking into places, robbing people. Whatever you want to send, Nate, I will appreciate it and I will fly it. And if I don't fly it out the doorway up on the flagpoles, I will fly it behind me. The same thing I'm going to do with the Canadian flag when it comes in. It'll fly behind me for a few times. Like I said, I got a few of them, guys. I got American flag. I do own the rebel flag. I own a Jesus flag. I own a Donald Trump flag. I got American flag that's got Jesus picking up the one end of it, looking under it. We have a rebel flag the same way, American flag with the rebel flag up under it. What other flags we got, baby?
I don't know.
I know we got a lot of them.
We got a lot of them. Oh, I found all my perfume
Did you? Good.
behind my bed.
Okay.
Hope.
Yeah, it's all in the tote. Glad I looked this morning because you had it one too many. You had it on 22 instead of 21.
That just means I gotta eat more.
Yeah.
If I do that.
So all I can do is tell you stretch it out or go have an x-ray done of it. It ain't like you got to take a 3-hour trip to the hospital. The hospital's 3 minutes.
Yeah. It would be great if it was in our backyard.
If you don't use them, Dan, and you're giving them away, the Big Larry likes flags. I wish I had 50 poles or 100 poles, flag poles, that I could just fly every flag in the world around. And I would fly them all. I mean, I have nothing against no country at all. They live their lives the way they want to. We all live the way we want to. Maybe because I've never been over in that other countries that I don't know how you guys work or how you guys do anything. I mean, it ain't important in me. If you guys enjoy it, you guys like being there, then you be there. They say the United States is a free country. We're not free. You got to pay for everything here. You still got to answer to the laws. You still got to pay Uncle Sam. The only thing we have is freedom of speech, and they're trying to take that away from us. Yeah, it's like a lot of people don't like that rebel flag being flown. I found that out last week when somebody was doing a live channel show, and somebody got on his show with the rebel flag behind him, and he went off. My opinion: if I'm flying a rebel flag, it's my business, not yours or anyone else's. If I believe in the rebel flag, then I believe in the rebel flag. No one's going to change my mind. I mean, sure, you can throw me off your show for flying it, but oh well. Where there's one show, there's another. Like I said, none of us. There is not one person out here completely exactly the same. We were all born with the brain to think on our own. Well, some of us were born with brains. Von Hilton, he missed the brain. He must have thought they said train and he waited in line. He says, "Oh, they're giving trains away. I'm not getting in that line." And they were giving the brain because he sure didn't get none. Or is that common sense he's missing? I think he's missing both. Yeah, I think I got my neighbor mad at me a couple weeks back. He was riding his four-wheeler through my yard, down my driveway, back behind my house here, and he told me he hunts back there. And I'm thinking to myself, this is the city limits. How in the hell are you hunting inside city limits? Oh, yeah, there's 12-point buck. I can't wait till season comes in. I looked right at him. I was like, yeah, that 12-point buck would be in my front yard by morning. He kind of gave me a funny look. I says, I got stuff that I can take and drop 2 drops out there. And I'll have every male deer within the 10-mile radius right there standing, smelling. He kind of like got mad at me. He ain't said a word to me since. He ain't brought his four-wheeler down my driveway or nothing. He knows I'm a hunter too, so. And we got new people that just moved back in. And it only took a week. Trailer was empty 1 week. Long enough for the landlords to go in there, clean it up, get it straightened back up, and he's got it rented out. They moved in yesterday, last night. So we have new neighbors to meet, even though we're new neighbors ourselves.
They seem pretty nice.
Well, sounds like the wife's already met them. She says it seems like they're nice.
Well, I didn't meet them. He was just outside waving at me. Okay,
So that makes them baby. If they're waving hi and saying good morning, that makes them nice.
She didn't say good morning. She's an older lady.
Okay. No. When you see her out, just stop in and say hi to her when you're checking the mail. And I think I'm going to talk to the landlord about moving that mailbox too, because I don't like it way down there. I'd rather have it right at our driveway, just like everybody else.
Okay.
I don't know why they have ours down there and everybody else's in front of their house.
Well, there's like 4 of them together.
Well, I know. It ain't hard to get a mailbox. $20 in a pole, and we're on. Yeah, my wife has to walk about a block and a half to get our mail. And all the other people that live up on this hill too, all their mailboxes are right next to ours. But I noticed the other day that they all have mailboxes in front of their houses too. I think literally they got tired of walking all the way down there, or somebody was messing with the mail, or something. And everybody just started buying mailboxes and putting them up in front of their homes instead of walking the block down the road to get to it. Dan, if you want to send them to me, I will definitely take them. Do you have a Facebook account, Dan? As long as it's not annuity, Nate. And personally, I'd like to have one of your flags. The official flag. The one that you guys fly high. Your whole country. It's called a country flag. That's why I want it. But Nate, I'll take any one you give me, but you know what I'm saying? That's like if I was going to say, if you guys wanted a flag, if I'm going to send you any flag, I'm going to send you the United States of America's flag. The red, white, and blue. Since they took the rebel flag down, I wonder if we're going to get rid of our 16 star flags. Is it going to be against the law to fly them too? And you're talking a flag that's over 150 years old. You're talking about a flag that's almost 200 something years old or better. Whenever the first United States was made, built, whatever they call it, the 16 stars went in a round circle one instead of, in the lines and all the stripes and all that. That's back when they were the colonies, not the states. Don't worry, the haters will live longer than any flag. Very true. Very true. They took one of my shows off because their show shows the rebel flag on the top of his hood or on top of the lid of the car. And y'all know who I'm talking about, Dukes of Hazzard. Hello, Daisy. And if any of you seen the Dukes of Hazzard, you know what I'm saying. Hello, Daisy. No, they cut that show because of the rebel flag on top of the General Lee. Is why they cut that show. Because people were complaining about the rebel flag. We watched one the other day, me and my wife. They're saying it was the first original one. So YouTube's still showing them. YouTube's still letting me get them through them, but you literally are not on the TV set no more. Maybe we should quit playing football. Kids get hurt. Don't want no one to get hurt, so maybe we just need to quit playing football and hockey and NASCAR. Hell, I've seen people run down the basketball court and fall and get hurt. Maybe we shouldn't play basketball no more. The rebel flag is the rebel flag. It stood for the North versus the South. America was trying to figure out what they were going to be and what they were going to become. That's the way I figure it. Are them things you used to throw in the yard and they go up in the air and they got these little things and they spin and you got to put it in like a hula hoop? It's got like a hula hoop ring and you got to try to make it in them. I remember them. I ain't seen them in a long time, Nick. But I'm an old man. I don't play like that no more, so. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we should get rid of the Monopoly games because only one of you has become the millionaire. The rest of you are just poor people. The poor people are mad about it. We need to get rid of monopolies. We all should be able to become rich. I don't know. I just think our world's crazy, people. I really do. That's why I say live one day at a time. Be happy with yourself. Yeah. I mean, me and somebody was talking yesterday. It's like people, I remember with the black and white TV coming out. I literally was around when the phone booth came out, and I was around when the phone booth was gone. They didn't stay in service too long. They went to home phones, and then from home phones, we went to cell phones. And now we're doing high tech cell phones. You can take your phone anywhere around the world and be able to talk to anybody around the world. The world's improving every day, but is it to the good or is it to the bad? We will all find out. Yeah, it's like a lot of people said the world was going to end in the year 2000. 23 years later, we're still kicking. I think we ought to make cars that hover the ground, not sit on the ground, hover the ground, like hovercrafts. To the bad nose, enjoys the good old days of talking to real people. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, and there's a lot of them around too. 4 acres. We have a few else. Population was 8, 10, 12, 15,000 at one time, and now they're down to one, sometimes none. There's somewhere I was reading last month or 2 months ago, there was a whole town that would pay you to come and live there. They'd give you the land, the house, and everything just to live there. Yes. Speaking of that, China, I don't see how they can live in all the go high rise buildings and how come there is that many people in that little country. Yes, I know, Nate. That's what I'm saying. I mean, They've been around since time almost. I know, I'm just a sixth grader, people. I don't know much about anything. I'm still learning about a lot. I talk about a lot. That's why I said I'll do Let's Talk Show. I talk about what I think and what I know, and I get you guys to tell me what's real and what's not real. Right, right, exactly, Nick. I'd like to look that up one day, Nick, and see what that word means. Condomism. Hi, Maggie Dow. My wife was asking about you young ladies and where you guys were this morning, and I was like, they'll be here. I mean, what is different from their country from ours? What's that word? Whatever. No, it's not condominium, hun. Kind of what does it mean, Nick? I mean, what is different between them and the United States? Are they told what to do? Well, we're told what to do by our president. I mean, do they all eat the exact same foods every single night? That's pretty well here, too, though, Nick. I would say that's pretty well here, too. Okay. I mean, like I said, I'm here to learn. And people, if I don't know, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to talk to you. I mean, a lot of stuff I do not know. I didn't give a shit. I didn't want to go to school. I wanted to get out there, make money, get drunk, party my ass off, and get laid. I was any normal 16-year-old boy. And I had looks, so I had no problem finding a girl. Yeah, exactly, Maggie. I see the Cold War a lot. I see them words very much. And personally, where was the Cold War? Was it in the United States of America? Was it over in Russia? Where was the Cold War? I don't even know, people. The way Maggie's saying, I think it was in Russia. Okay. Yeah, but our paths never work out, and we have to go to somewhere else and somewhere else and somewhere else. Hell, I've had 20 different jobs and lived in 20 different homes. There wasn't actually a war, just a threat of a war. Okay, thank you, Piper. You know, because the only wars I remember, and I don't even remember, I remember them being told to me in elementary school, was World War One, Two, which my dad did join the army. He did his 4 years and got out. And Von Hilton, I can prove that he did his 4 years. He is honored. I have the paperwork to prove it. You know, like I said, everybody's different. It's like right now in America, you know, we're letting thousands and thousands and thousands of people come over here from another country that's being bombed and destroyed right now. We have our Mexican borderline that's got 250,000 people standing there wanting to come in America. Oh, okay. Well, we don't need to know how to make missiles. We make plenty of our own. See, they ought to need to study on something more besides missiles. Missiles are meant for war. You shouldn't be wanting to go to war. You should be making and learning how to do other things. You know, where's a lot of our stuff come from? China, Taiwan. Look at that DVD player that's sitting on your table right now. Who'd it come from? Look at the cellular phone you're on right now. Where'd it come from? Who made them? I just think all the countries should work together. Okay, see, Piper, you don't even know what a DVD player is. It's a thing that it looks like a CD, and it's a DVD player. You put it in a DVD player, and it shows movies. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, the United States do share. We've sent how many rockets and everything over to help that other country? How much food and stuff have we sent over to these starving countries over there? Yes, exactly. Hey, hey, Silver. Glad to see you made it to the morning show. It's the Friday show, so it's payday for a few of you. It's the beginning of the weekend. It's when some of the drinkers are out and about. Oh, don't that sound like fun? Ha ha ha, Silver. Yes. No, not all the time. And not usually, I don't usually watch it all. It matters if it's getting interesting or if it ain't interesting. Mostly if it's a Vaughn Hilton one, I might. If it's something else, I won't. That's it. We make the best of it. You know, the difference between me and Vaughn lies, makes up stories, makes his life so interesting. Me, I just tell you how it is. I don't think of my life was interesting. I told you what I did and for life. Quit school, went out and become a whore dog. Get drunk every night, get stoned every night. Nope, nothing at all, cartel. Been dead quiet. No, I do not, Rubber. Right, rage is on the horizon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was the man hoe. Exactly. 16 years old. Oh, yeah, I was definitely. Larry, you got more in 2 weeks than Vaughn got in his entire life. Yeah, I know, Cartel. I know. And I think that's what's made him mad. And I don't care. Sorry about his luck. And that helped me move off his property. Yep, that's it. Yeah, what's he have? As far as I know, we've counted what, four, maybe five girls that he's been with. Vaughn Helen, I did five girls in 1 week. Yes, Maggie, it is water. Well, got to give him credit, though. Nick Bravo doesn't have that score. Yeah, that's true, too. What's Nick at? One? I shouldn't make fun of people that has their virginity. That's their own business. If you want to keep your virginity your whole life, that is up to you. That's your whole business. That's no one else's business. Except when it comes to one of my brothers. Then it's my business. I got to show him what he's missing. Because I literally paid for a call girl, hooker, slut, whatever you want to call her, a woman making money. I paid her the day my brother turned 18 years of age because he didn't lose it yet. So I made him lose it.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I was wondering how Midnight and all of them was getting pregnant. Is that Larry or Arnold?
That was Arnold.
Well, no, I just was wondering who knocked her up.
Who knocked who up?
Are you doing pancakes today?
Why?
Because I love some pancakes.
Well, get up and make them yourself.
Baby.
Oh no.
I got them puppy eyes that you don't like.
What?
I'm giving you my puppy eyes.
I don't care if they're giving me droopy eyes.
I can give you droopy eyes if you want.
You're not buying me anything.
I'm hungry.
Well, get up and make some.
I want pancakes and over easy eggs. Hey, you're lucky I'm not saying fried taters and onions.
Have your friend John Way or whatever his name is come over here and do it.
John Wayne? John Way?
John Bull, I don't know who said it.
John Way's one of my enemies, honey. He wouldn't be coming over here. He'd
Yeah.
getting his ass whipped.
Well,
Yeah, exactly, Maggie. Them puppy eyes will make it April want to give you a wee smack.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
She says she don't know what it means, but okay. Hope Miss Kitty's doing good, Maggie. I ain't seen her on in a couple of days. I hope I didn't chase her out of my show. I didn't do nothing wrong. I never would try to chase her out of here.
She said I'll be mad at you.
I love having Miss Kitty in my show. It's just like I love having you in here, Mag. I love all of you, so it ain't just the girls. I mean, I love every one of you. I'm glad you guys get on here, fill me in with some information you guys know, and tell me things that you know that of course I'm asking because I want to know because I don't know. 4 Acre said we can donate Mrs. Frost a nail gun and put Larry in a dog cage for his misbehavior. All I'm saying is I'm hungry. That ain't misbehaving. Her starving puppy's hungry.
I can't tell if it's your belly.
That ain't a belly, honey. That's my spare tire.
Whatever. And I don't feel like climbing the mountain.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on. I mean, I ain't seen her on here a while. She ain't come to see me in a few times. I hope that live chat that me and her and Andrea didn't get her started and getting herself in more trouble over there. Because I know she said she ain't went live in a long time, and then she finally went live to help me, and now I barely see her, and she's doing her own live shows. Okay, Maggie. Yeah, speaking of that name, since it's out there, Michael Jackson. Since you said it, Maggie. I really didn't like too much of his music. I liked his music back when he was a little kid. The ABC 1, 2, 3 ones. When it come into Thriller and all that, they were okay, but they wasn't to me. They wasn't all that. I still listen to the ABC one. Yeah, the Jackson Fives, exactly. When they were all a group. When Michael was just a little boy, just getting started. That's when I thought they were at the best. I mean, yeah, Michael did go out and become very famous, and he did a damn good job. I'm proud of him. I mean, I personally, because like I say, everybody's different. I personally think they were better when they were the Jackson Fives. They kept it in the family. They did it as a group. I mean, they all broke up and they all went their own ways. I think Janet Jackson's got a few out there, and ain't there another one of the Jackson boys that's got a few songs out there too? Oh yeah, well, exactly, Maggie, and we know there's rumors about that. And I wouldn't babysit my kids neither. Yeah, personally, I don't let too many people babysit my kids at all, and I don't care if you're rich and famous or not. These two children that are sitting in this house right now with me, they have only been with two people since the day they've been born, besides me and their mother. Ronnie Ray Frost, Marsha Frost, which are my first blood cousins, and Uncle Jim and Millie when my wife was laying in the hospital dead, almost dead. Oh, we're all waiting for that, Jeffrey. We're trying to figure out what day. I figured we'd get them by today. And I thought we'd all be in prison by today. I was planning on having a party there. We're going to have a hell cell party. Maybe that's what we should plan. I need to get a hold of the principal of the school and see if we can have a hell cell party in his front yard. And that is dead across the street from Vaughn Hilton's house. I gotta go get me some super glue or some Gorilla Glue. My passenger rear, the mirror that sits over there on the passenger's door, it came off. So I'm gonna try to super glue or Gorilla Glue it. Doing okay. I will see him again Monday. I did go to the doctor, or not to the doctors, but I did go to the hospital yesterday. And I did the back scan, the brain scan, and I was ran through the emergency room for sweatiness, dizziness. It felt like I was going to pass out. They checked everything. They said everything was fine. They're just thinking with the pills that I'm taking and me being out in the direct sunlight that had a lot to do with me getting real dizzy. So as of today, all doctor's appointments, everything that I do will be done before noontime. If I'm having doctor's appointments, it's got to be between 8 and noon. I want to be home by noon, 1 o'clock, when it's the hottest part of the day. He says not to be out in the direct sunlight. I'll get my test results next week when I say, well, on the 8th. It ain't next week. I think it's the week after. I go see my doctor again, and he will give me all the test results and what we think happened, why they ain't been working, what's happening to them. But literally, my boys helped me, Maggie. Yesterday, they both stood on the side of me, and I put my hands on both of their shoulders to like balance me out. And I literally walked back in my own home. They didn't have to carry me in. They didn't have to wheel me in a wheelchair. I literally walked back in on myself. Even though my steps wasn't big steps like I'm used to, because I'm used to when I take a step, I'm taking a 2-foot step. Every time I step, it's a 1/2 foot, 2-foot steps. Now I'm lucky if I'm moving my foot 4 or 5 inches. Ha ha ha, 4 acres. Yeah, my boys are blessings, yes. And they're both 250-pound Maggie. So they're big boys. So if I do go to fall, they're able to catch me. They're going to be able to hold me up. Nothing against my wife, but my wife ain't but 140, 150 pounds if she's lucky wet. And 150 pounds, me 278 pounds, me falling on her, we're not getting up. Hey, weather guy. Gonna be a long weekend, you think? I think it's gonna be a very quick and fast one. I don't know. We might even plan on having a cookout tomorrow. I don't know yet. Honey, can I get more coffee? Did you shot need? Well, I know you took a shot because I've already gave you your needle back to you. Okay, just want to make sure. What'd you do? Just sit down? I'm sorry, I didn't know, baby. Don't worry about it. I got water I can drink. It's better for me than the coffee, as Miss Kitty will tell me. Holidays here? What holiday? What holiday you celebrate, guy?
Every day you should celebrate that you're alive. I mean.
I don't know. I ain't looked at a calendar in a long time. We call it May 2nd to May 4th weekend. In Canada, it is Victoria Day. Now, I should have known that, weather guy. I'm sorry. I didn't even dawn on me what. Yeah, I should have known that. That is my mother's name. I remember they had one of them days up there. I'm going to get some tie or something to tie this curtain up. Some people don't like my Christmas tree blanket hanging from the window
I'm not doing what?
because that's all they say they see out the window. So I don't know. I might change it, people. Who knows? I might change my whole bedroom this weekend. That's how hot we start getting. We get too hot. The air conditioner's going in this window. Yeah, exactly. Weather guy, once I get my flag, I might be flagging it in that window. I know, Maggie. I know. That's what I started with. I mean, I had to have it in the picture somewhere, even if it's folded up, stacked behind me somewhere. I got to make sure we. Yeah, we know how it's really me. Yep. Yeah, we were talking about flags earlier, weather guy. Sounds like I have an Australian flag on its way, too. Nate says he's going to send me one of them Australian flags. I like flags. You know, I prefer the regular size ones, but if you send me a little one that like that, then I'll hang it on my wall. I got all different size flags, but I like the nice ones. I think they're 3x5s or 3x6, something like that. Yeah, it takes a while. I'm no hurry, weather guy. No hurry at all. Yeah, 3x5s usually what they mainly come in. I'm not kidding. Y'all see the weed one there, and I can have my wife grab the other weed one. I got one of them weed ones. And do I know what I'm doing with it yet? No, no idea. I might take it and box it up and send it to somebody. Hint, hint. Maybe I'll do something on my live YouTubes with it. Ask somebody a question about one of my YouTubes and what I said in that part of my clip. Something that I've said in my my 6 months of being on here. And whoever tells me the correct answer first wins the flag. And that just shows me that you guys watch my show. I don't know. I just, like I said, I'll try something, people. I mean, my wife wants it. She likes it. So she might even try to keep it. But, I have a link that I can get them all day long. I buy from like 4 different wholesale people. We're buying stuff at wholesale. Morning, Bobcat. Yeah, I want to, old weather guy. What's wrong? Something get in your eye?
No, my eyes are burning. My
Ooh.
eye is burning.
Take a warm rag and wipe your face. You know, it is allergy season for you. Has it been 9 months? It don't seem like it. I was thinking about Bobcat. I don't count the one with Secular. We don't. I mean, yes, I was doing them with him, but they wasn't my shows. I'm about ready to turn the camera around, let you guys see the morning outside, what it looks like this morning. It's beautiful out there. You can see my neighbor's house down there, and the trees, and my car. Can you guys hear the dogs barking? I hear the dogs barking. Sorry, y'all. I'm just drinking my coffee. I'm trying to make sure I don't turn you guys off. There's our backyard going out. See, we left some stuff out on the porch still. We're still working on cleaning our porch off. But we're working on it. You know, it's a slow process. You know, one day at a time is what we do. We're in no hurry to move in. We're just slow country people, taking our time doing whatever we take and do. It takes time to get settled. Yes, it does. Yeah, it is a very beautiful, lovely day here today. It's not real bright and hot and sunny. I got a nice little breeze sitting here. Probably blowing about 10 miles an hour right now. I might call Ronnie Ray today and see what he's up to.
Probably moving.
See if they want to. Yeah, Ronnie Ray's had a little bit of problems, so we don't know what's going on with him right now. But
He needs to take care of the problem.
yeah.
He needs to take care of the problem.
Well, his problem could cause him to go to jail.
Yeah, well,
But we're doing okay, and like I said, I'm thinking about inviting Ronnie and Marsha and family, whoever's can come. I mean, I know they work and people do this and that, but maybe having a weekend cookout. Oh, he's okay. I mean, he's just having a little bit of problems that he'll solve them. I just hope he solves them the right way and not go to prison. Yes. And that's what he's trying to do. Yes, I mean, it's like I used to watch what's that show? Blue Blood. I think some of you's probably heard of it if you're from America. Some of you guys on the other side of the pond might have heard of them too. Blue Blood. It's about a cop family that lives in New York City. Every Sunday they sit down at that dining room table, no matter if, ands, and buts, even if they're fighting with each other. They are still at that table every Sunday. And I think all families should try to do that. Keep your family intact. No matter if you got a little quarrel with your brother, you're still brothers. On Sunday, that is the Lord's day. You worship the Lord and you worship your family. You take care of your family and you're there with your family. What happens Monday through Saturday, I don't give a shit. But Sunday, you all should be together. Yeah, you're Canada. You're getting all the shows, so you've probably seen it before. Soon as everything's in his name, Roland. A meal with my second cousin. Yep. When we lived in Toledo, I had a cousin that I hung around with a lot. Every weekend. He'd be at my house cooking out, or we'd be at his house cooking out. Or we'd be going camping somewhere for the weekend. We went to Cedar Point a few times. We've been everywhere a lot. Oh no, no, definitely not Vaughn. I wouldn't feed. No way. I'd feed his dogs before I fed him, and that's bad to say because he's my cousin. But cousins who treat cousins like that, they get eliminated from the family. Thank you. Good morning, Miss Kitty. I was hoping you were okay. I was talking about you earlier. I ain't seen you on in a few days. Somebody told me they think you started your show back up. Yeah, they are disowned. Exactly. They're being kicked out of the family. Yeah, it's like I got into an argument yesterday with somebody I know. He ended up going to jail. He broke into somebody's house, stole some stuff from them, got away with it, sold the stuff, got money, did whatever drugs or whatever he was doing. He literally ended up getting caught. He did go to jail. And I still hold it over his head. He's like, Larry, when you ever going to forget that? And I was like, when you pay the people back. When you pay them people back for every fucking thing you stole from them, then I won't talk about it. But until you do, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell everybody I know not to trust you. Yes. Well, I'm just glad you're still here coming to visit me. I won't ever ask that again, Kitty. I really appreciated it. I just kind of needed to know some of the facts, and I wasn't getting the facts. And I will say it today, and I will say it for the rest of my life. Any parent that leaves their kids in the hospital for 6 weeks is not a parent. because I wouldn't have left my kids for 6 seconds, 6 minutes, 6 hours, 6 days, let alone 6 weeks. When my babies were babies, when they were ready to eat, they got a fresh made bottle right there, right then. Not a spoiled bottle that was sitting on the counter for 7 hours. Yeah, I shouldn't need it, Miss Kitty, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, I, yep, since Miss Kitty is here, I better show it off. My glass of water today, Miss Kitty. I am drinking my water, even though I got coffee. I went and did my tests yesterday. Did good. I'll find my test results next week or the weekend. On the 8th, we'll find out what the test results were. Yeah, exactly, old weather guy. And these are infants. These, I mean, yeah, they might have had nurses taking care of them. They had nurses feeding them and all this and that. But that is not the nurse is not the one that laid down in that bed and spread her legs and made that baby. Me personally, I think as a father, when your child is born, that is a very, very special moment. I was there for 3 out of 4 of my children being born, watched them come out of it, literally in the room, not in the next room watching. I was in the room. My last child, I'm the one that got the baby out, not the doctor. The doctor let me bring the baby out. Because he asked me, Larry, you ever been here before? You ever did this before? I was like, yes, sir. I got 4 boys. And I've watched 2 already be born. He's like, well, here you go. I'm going to give you something that you ain't never did before. I literally am the one that caught my baby coming out. I am the one that cut the umbilical cord. The doctor was just my teacher and showing me how to do it or letting me do it. And I still own that pair of hemostats. That pair of hemostats has his name on it and they are put away. They are not used for my painkillers. They got a red tag on them. It tells you exactly what they were used for. It was an amazing miracle. Yes, it is. Yeah, they're big as the pictures, Mitt. He was 8 pounds, 8 ounces. Biggest son that I've had and the biggest child she's had. Honey, Miss Kitty is now here, and Maggie's been here a few minutes. You okay? Still hurting? Okay. Yeah, he was too busy to be there to watch his kids because he had a show to do. If it's go watch my wife give birth to my children or do a show, goodbye show. Okay. Yep, and he did. Me personally, people, I don't think Von Hilton screwed them kids out of anything. I think them kids have everything they need right now: a loving family, a nice warm dinner, clean clothes, bath every day, an education. That's something Vaughn could not have gave them. None of that. Them kids are in the best place they could ever be. So what? They lose $200,000 worth of pieces of property. $200,000 ain't shit. They take a good education, they can make that in 1 year. There's jobs out there that pay that good. They definitely have a better life, Bobcat. You know, the worst thing of all now is Vaughn Hilton's name's on the birth certificate. Too bad we couldn't have that took off, or they won't even remember him. Yep, so Larry's got to start watching the direct sunlight. I am to stay out of direct sunlight when I am on my pills, which is every single day. I got to take them to stay alive. They were adopted. I do too, Bobcat. I've been noticing that myself. Whatever J Dub says goes. The sunlight's reacting to my pills funny, Miss Kitty. It's making me real lightheaded, dizziness, and sweatiness. They literally went through my pills yesterday and told me exactly what, because I've really never ever paid attention to exactly what they were all for, which ones were what, but they went through all of them. They have me on 3 different kinds of high blood pressure medicines. No, if I was a vampire, I couldn't be right here with the sun on me. I just can't be in the direct, you know, 70, 80, 90-degree weather with the sun beating down on me. I'll get real lightheaded and dizzy. Oh, I was sitting up all day yesterday, 4 acres. Yeah, me too, Kitty. I take that low dose aspirin too. Yep, 3 for my blood pressure and 1 low dose aspirin. And then I got 5 other ones in there. Cholesterol, stool softener. I'm trying to think of what all she said they were. I mean, I sat here and listened to her tell me them all. The sun's good like vitamin D. And oh, I take one of them once a week too, vitamin D's. That's on Sundays. I take one every Sunday. He said pick a day, and every time that day comes around, you take a vitamin D pill. So on Sundays, I take my vitamin D. I could see it maybe because I got lightheaded because like you say, I don't sit up enough 4 acres. But last week I did fine. 4 acres is a nice cool morning. I went to my doctors, no dizziness, no nothing. Went seen him. Everything's fine, no problem. Yesterday it was hot, muggy, sun beating down at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had that appointment. I got real lightheaded and dizzy. So I talked to the emergency room, and that's what they gave me the results. That I have to watch how I'm outside. I have to watch the direct. I'm reaching for it. I gotta watch the direct sunlights. I can't be out there when it's real hot.
31861205595.
Hold on, people. Hello? 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 Yeah, boy, what a joke. What a joke. Let's see how long that lasts. Some surveys I filled out, they said I was the winner of $750. Want to know if I want them to send me a Cash App card. I was like, no, I won the 750. She goes, yeah. I said, here's my Cash App number to it. I already got a Cash App card. If this ain't important, I'm gonna hang up here because I am doing a live show right now. She goes, okay, we'll send it to you. So let's just watch my Cash App, see what happens. Hello? Hello? Yeah? No. I didn't know I was getting them. No. Which debit card? So we call it the food stamp card. Man, them telemarketers just don't give up, do they? I've been on a few of them trips, 4 acres. Literally, I have. When I was growing up, it was Purple Microdot, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, four-way window. I can't say I've tried every single drug, but I've tried quite a few. That is definitely one of them. Loved it. I sure did. Microdots, yep. The bladder. Yeah, them were the good old days. Maggie, you must remember them too, huh? Grandpa dropped a tab and did a live show. Yeah. Yeah, I really do miss him. I think somebody should honor him this year and put a bunch of his clippings and stuff together. I'm going to send that out to Secular, Handyman, or Mr. Gray Alien because I know all three of them are very, very good on the YouTube channels, on their videos and, their chat rooms and everything. Love all three of them to death. They all do good jobs. I mean, I love the baseball diamond that Handyman shows. Secular's always good. Gray Alien, you just been making me laugh a lot, buddy. I love it. Gray Alien, my wife hears you talking. She runs in here to watch it. So, I mean, them are my main three. I mean, I know probably Miss Kitty probably could do it. I don't know if that's something she would want to do, because that's a lot of research, even though she's probably got most of it already. She's probably seen 90% of it. And it don't have to be all on Vaughn. We don't have to pick on Vaughn. We can anything that Grampy Lobster was putting out there. I mean, I liked it when he was over in Vegas seeing Miss Parker. You could see the smile on his face. He was tickled pink to be away from where he lived and being out with some friends that he calls friends. Yeah, it's like someday, hopefully, I'm walking again and I can go meet Mr. Handyman and go to that. Me and him go to the baseball field and watch the game. Or me go to Canada and see Secular and we all go out to have a couple drinks and eat a good dinner up in Canadian land. Okay, that'd be easy for me to remember. And the only reason I say it'd be easy for me, Maggie, is because my son is born on the same day. That is also one of my son's birthday. Too bad he had to be born on a stinky day. Yeah, I want to go to Canada. I'll be up that way soon. Canada ain't home too far from my home city. Just drive up through Michigan, go under the bridge, go over the bridge, whichever way you want to go, and hello, Canada. I've went through the tunnel a few times, and I've went over the bridge a few times. Of course, it's been a very long times, but still, I mean, I've done it. It's like I say, Big Larry likes food. I'd love to go over right at the Mexican border somewhere and try some of them real Mexican foods. I'd like to go up to the Polish festivals and taste some real Polish food. I mean, I like to try new foods. I'd love to go to Canada and taste moose or elk. I heard they're both good. They put beef to shame. Won't know until I try them. But like I said, my main food though is a meat. I like meat. I need that protein. I want that meat. Last week when my nurse was out here, she's like, Larry, looking at all your paperwork, you've been doing pretty good on that weight loss. I was like, yeah, the doctor's starving me down to one burger. One burger's an appetizer for me. Hell, go to Burger King, order a cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, that's 2 bites. I can literally eat a cheeseburger, 2 bites. Yeah, I love lots of meat. That's what Golden Corral didn't like about me. And they, frowned on me because I didn't go in there to eat salads. I didn't go in there to eat desserts. I didn't go in there to get filled up on Dr. Pepper. If I'm paying $14.99 to eat all I can eat, I'm tearing up that meat buffet like crazy. I know I had to eat at least 8 or 9 steaks, probably 2 whole meatloaves, probably 10 or 15 pieces of chicken. Made myself a taco or two. What other kind of meat? There was some other kind of meat, roast beef or something. I got a few slabs of that. I'm a meat eater. They're lucky it wasn't shrimp night or lobster night because they've really been in trouble. Instead of the cook putting it on the buffet thing, they might as well just bring the whole tray to me. Because I love seafood too. That's what it was, fish. There was fish on the buffet that night, and I probably ate about 8 or 10, 15 pieces of that. Yeah, I'm definitely the meat eater. I like to eat meats. And if Like my wife, we went into Golden Corral one year when we first started going out together and everything. I took her to the Golden Corral. She ate 2 rows, the rows they bring to you for free. She ate a salad. She got a real small plate of food and she was done. Pretty well. I think she got full on the biscuits. Me, I'm gonna eat what, like like in our first year, I found out she didn't like Brussels sprouts. She didn't like the smell of cabbage in the house. Usually that's why I went to the Golden Corral looking for Brussels sprouts. I'd find a restaurant that sold Brussels sprouts, and that's the one I would go into. Well, Maggie, that's what I thought too, but Maggie, is very fattening. Hamburger's really not too good for you. Neither's pork. Doctor said I can eat all the fish I want. I can eat all the deer meat I want. It's the rest of the meats he wants me to try to not have so much of. My hamburgers, he wants me to boil them in water. I'm taking the taste away. Them burgers are nasty when they're cooked in water. Boiled in water. I know they're boiling the grease up, but then it makes it all watery. Then you got to get a hand towel and smash the thing down so hard that it looks like a flat pancake when you're done. Looks like one of McDonald's burgers. Flat as can be. But he has me boiling the grease out of them, Maggie. That's like if he found out what we're planning on having for dinner tonight, he'd be all over me. Because tonight is meatloaf night. One of the most greasiest foods I can get. Me, though, I probably won't even eat it tonight. I'll wait until tomorrow and have some meatloaf sandwiches for lunch. I'll make me a nice big old fat meatloaf sandwich and go live and show Von Hilton what a real sandwich looks like. Since all he eats is TV dinners. Oh, he did have a double fish, which I don't like McDonald's fish. I don't know about any of you all. I've had them before. They're not all that. Yeah, I know, Maggie. As long as Miss Kitty don't tell on me, I'll be good. You know her better than me. Is she a squealer? I think she called my doctor yesterday and told him I'm not drinking enough water because he called and yelled at me about drinking more water. I would answer that weather guy, but I don't remember. It's been so long since she said it. I thought she was Upper Michigan. I could be wrong. She could be over that borderline. Like I said, my hometown is Toledo, Ohio. Okay. I hope she keeps that secret. Because I definitely want some of that meatloaf when it's done. Okay. And if she was up there at High Michigan or right there in the Canadian area. You know, some people ask me, well, Larry, what's your shows about? Anything and everything. We get on here and talk about anything and everything. It's just a bunch of people getting together and talking every day. Making sure we're all alive, what's going on in each other's lives, how life's going, how's the weather going. I told them we've talked about God, we've talked about restaurants, cooks. I mean, we've talked about a little bit of everything. Anybody's welcome to come and talk about anything they want. Into a certain extent. I don't want no provocative or X-rated shit up on here. This old man can't handle stuff like that. For somebody that says I wasn't doing a long show today, I've been on here 2 hours, 41 minutes, 21 viewers. I'm doing pretty good. On my second cup of coffee, on my second cup of water, half of a painkiller, 2 cigarettes. I'm doing. Bye, Maggie and Joy. Love on them grandbabies. Definitely have a great weekend. I'm working on it, Maggie. I'm working on it. Second glass at 9:30 in the morning. I think I'm doing good. If I can get 2 or 3 more in today, I'll be happy. Hey, weather guy, do you know Nate? Do you talk to Nate at any time, weather guy? Okay. Yeah, because he's wanting my address. He's going to send me an Australian flag. And I've already gave you the address, so I was gonna say if you'd relay it to him. He told me to let Handy Man send it through the one thing that they go to. So hello, hello. If it's not important, can you call him back? He is live. He's doing a. Thank you. Yeah, maybe I should get off here and start taking these other phone calls. I've been on here 2 hours, 45 minutes, 20 viewers, 9 thumbs up. For a Friday morning, it's not too bad. I do need to get up. Like I said, I might shave my head today. Not bald like Vaughn, but a butch. Look like an army crew cut. Maybe trim some of this here little side stuff off of me. Of course, I'm leaving this. It's getting longer. She's starting to like it better. I really wish I would have took a picture of it right before I got my heart surgery done, because it was looking really good. I mean, it grew for a very long time. I think I went almost like 11 and a half years without shaving it. Well, people, I think Big Larry's going to call this the Friday show. We're going to get off here. We're going to go do what we got to do. And you all might see me tonight sitting here watching Handyman's channel. He is going live tonight because it's his weekend off. So he's able to get something out there for us. So, yeah, come on and join. Watch Handyman tonight. Y'all, thank you for coming to see the big show. Big Larry show, that is. Peace out to all.